Last video I talked about why I believe we're going outside in the Pokémon Legends Z-A DLC, and you can check the video out to understand my reasoning. But what if outside is not really outside? Well, hey, I'm notsoAceTrainer, and is it all a simulation? Let's get into it. This thought first came to me during this latest trailer, and I wrote on my video ideas the word simulation, all caps. It all stemmed from how Pokemon levels showed up that were a little bit too artificial. They had a tag with their super high level there, almost as if they were enemies in a game. I mean, they are enemies in a game, but the game is not supposed to know that it is a game. We're not breaking the fourth wall here. What I think is that it is a virtual world, or kind of a virtual world inside the game. Kinda. But how could that be? Well, we don't know a lot about what's going on with hyperspace, but we do know a lot about Pokemon Legends Z-A, and that could shed some light on the whole thing. The whole premise of Pokemon Legends Z-A is that Quasartico needed to find the strongest Mega Evolution user in order to save Lumiose City. When they started drilling around the Prism Tower, they accelerated the release of Mega Power and couldn't in any way, shape or form stop it themselves. Eventually, that's how the Z-A Royale came to be and how we ended up taking that exact spot at the top of the Mega Evolution chain. But the disaster started long before the Z-A Royale and before AZ had revealed the strongest Mega Evolution thing to them. So I'm sure that Quasartico tried other things first. Especially since their goal was to keep things as much of a secret as possible from the general public. And how would you do that if you were a big tech company? Well, why not use the technology that you already have because of Urbane/Tony's mom's work with Team Flare? Why not use the same technology that we used in order to simulate battles against rogue Mega Pokémon to prepare ourselves for our battle against Yveltal? That's kind of the same thing, it's getting stronger to face a bigger threat. I believe Quasartico did one of two things. Either they created a copy of Lumiose City that could be accessed through their holo devices and filled it with Pokemon that were altered to the point of being incredibly strong, or they found something in Team Flare's research and assumed it wasn't real, it was virtual, when in reality it was all just access to a different, virtual-like timeline. A world within the world that evolved with how reality evolved. Or a world that was virtual at a certain point but reacted with the life force being released by Ange and became tied to the actual Lumiose City. This could explain why there are new Megas in there and even Mega Crystals. Mega Power entered that place. Whatever was what really happened, it's likely that they eventually closed that place when they realized that something wasn't right in there. It was too dangerous. Maybe their holo trainers, which might be real or just creations for practice, basically gained a mind of their own or were never truly theirs, were like an answer from that world to them. So Quasartico, closing it, forgot about the whole thing and just focused on the real problem, what was happening in Lumiose City. But just like the ultimate weapon 5 years ago woke up Ange, so did Ange wake up this place and open up distortions all over, kind of like what happened in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think this will end up being a bit of a reference to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet in the final battle against the AI Professor. It ended up being a battle against a program, one that had been coded to protect that place at all costs. And that's also why I think that in this exact moment here, we're face to face with none other than Urbane/Tony's mother's hologram. They said it themselves, their mom burned herself out working on the hologram technology. She lived for the research for a long time, and if this is truly her work, then there's a part of her there 100%, protecting her creation, protecting her world, or in the words of Sada and Turo, protecting her paradise. But she had Tony/Urbane by her side, and unlike the Scarlet and Violet Professor with Arvan, who wasn't able to rip his parents away from the research, they were able to make her realize that she was losing herself there, and so she left to a faraway region in order to try and rest. That's where she died. But the part of her that lives in that place, it is still alive. That part stayed there, and when that place got opened again, that part defended it. It was as if her paradise had been invaded. It is also possible that she found out what Lysander planned to do back in the day and made sure that that place could not be used for his plans to the extent that he wanted, protecting it from Team Flare itself with her own replica. But now, with the path to that place open, it appears that it is colliding with real Lumiose City and threatening to swallow it whole like Corbo fears. Maybe because it is attracted to Mega Power or wants to consume Mega Power. I mean, all the Pokemon swarm to Lumiose City because of it. It is capable of attracting something, that much we know. We will have to stop whatever is going on there and likely have our final battle against like a new version of the Paradise Protection Protocol. What I can't explain is Ansha, who clearly is connected to the Antha, and Hoopa. How are they connected to that place? How do they have knowledge of that place? Maybe Hoopa can feel it or something because Hoopa travels through all of those worlds. But if you have a better theory, please let me know. As for the stimulation and Urbane/Tony's mom, do you think she is connected to it and that the hyperspace is actually her work? Let me know that as well down below. But now, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my YouTube members Good Old Deo and Sean Speak, and my Twitch subscribers and newbies here, Zanes222, Lazarix, and the Dr. Joe. Thank you so much for all of your support.